Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, finally! And we are getting ready to get into Satisfactory. Oh, and of course my controller goes off right as I go live. Mandatory. Alright, let's get this sorted. It is way too loud for me. Alright. It's great for you guys. Alright, so let's see. Gotta get... Oh, no wonder I have Bluetooth turned off. That's probably part of the issue. There we go. There we go, okay. Technically, that was my fault. Well, and as we launch into the world, remember, we were just about to achieve our milestone. The last time we were here... Oh, I don't know why it randomly moves around every time I log in. My vehicles are deadlocked. That's something I gotta sort out. Oh, okay. We're just gonna... Okay, my controller's just kind of going of its own accord where it wants to go. Sideways. I don't actually know how to fix this other than turning the controller off. Let's try that. Off? Oh, it's still happening. Okay, let's try turning it back on and see if that fixes it. This is, a little bit weird. Youch! Okay, well, we're not gonna survive this the whole game, that's for sure. So maybe it wasn't related to the controller. Maybe it was. Okay, it's sorted. Looks like. Options. Let's see how this works. Great, fixed. I don't know what caused it. It's fixed. We were doing the turtle walk or the crab walk for a while. Alright, so we just about got this done, as you can see. And as I recall, that was going to give us our 100 doohickeys that we need. Automated wiring, right. And we need stagers to come in. And I believe, yeah. Yeah, so we came so close to getting it last time. The only real issue here is how far away stagers are. And I probably should make a jumping off point there at stagers when I get there. It's going to be way down toward the beginning, though. Might be more efficient to go back to the beginning, but I don't know. Oh, wait. Here are motors. Okay, so we're not that far away. Let's see. Motors are coming in here, though. Okay, so this is not where motors are coming from. Motors, okay. I didn't remember them traveling far, right? So here we're going to have stators. Okay, there they are. Right, so there are stators. Okay, we just need that to travel. Alright, let's not overthink it. Whoa, let's not overthink it. Let's just remind ourselves. Second from the top. Right, and just continue on. Alright, this is just going to be a little grindy. Yeah, but we're going to get this happening. Oh, that's not at all. That's not fair at all. Okay, let's try again. Doing this in the middle is hard. I probably should have done the this the first time. Okay, apparently we're using this. Whatever. Oh, hang on. I'm hearing double, folks. It probably isn't going to affect you guys, but I've been having trouble with my Gee, this is weird. I'm having trouble with my audio graph. It keeps thinking I should be doing stuff. Well, that's interesting. Okay. It keeps thinking I should be hooking up stuff I don't need to. Okay, so let's see where we go. That's better. I'm glad it hasn't affected the stream. No, wait. Okay, so it looks like this continues on for a while. Okay. Okay. So right here. Yeah, okay. And you know what? I think I'm gonna pull... Ooh. I'm not liking all the work that goes into this. Okay, so this is how many tall? Easiest way to find out is to... oh, interesting. Whoops. Hang on. Zoop. This is the easiest way to count. Okay, it's 6 tall. Right, and that's only 4 tall. It needs to be 6 tall. Uh-huh. I've been miscounting this whole way. This is going to be problematic. Well, nothing for it. We'll just go through and fix it. Going to be a little bit grindy today. So I'm really excited to unlock this. And I will say I've also been really excited about my chess progress. I showed a couple of 30-minute games here. I think maybe 2 or 3 30-minute games I played. And I analyzed the heck out of those games. Probably more than I needed to. Well, no, I mean, let's not say that. I got good value out of it, right? I've started learning things about the brain recently and started accepting some things I didn't believe. So, forever, I used to think the best way for me to learn was just to, learn. Just to be very explicit, very careful in my learning, and just try to be organized and orderly. But I started realizing recently that I'm just kind of overlooking my brain's pattern matching facilities. If I just do something 100 times, my brain will get better at it, even if I don't, even if I don't think too hard about it. Like, for example, someone said this in regard to language learning. They're like, yeah, you can totally learn a language, by studying grammar and stuff the way you do in school. Like, you can learn a language that way. But, like, really what actually helps you learn to be able to use the language well is just by reading it and listening to it and, like, getting involved with real-world situations rather than just studying about it, right? So I'm kind of applying the same kind of concept to my chess practice, and so I started playing Blitz on chess.com. That seems too big. Hopefully it's not. I just need the top 2, though. I don't need all of them. I started playing, you know what? I actually kind of don't care if it's too big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not too big. It just looks that way. So what I've been doing is just doing some Blitz games. Just kind of going on instinct, right? And I kind of solidified my opening, which is good. I can now do my opening much quicker, and I got to where I could do my opening very quickly without thinking about it, and then I got to a point where I realized, hey, actually, now that I'm so good at it, and I'm so familiar with it, let me spend a little more time thinking about my opening. So anyway, I progressed a little bit over the last couple of days, actually. My chess games leveled up a lot, and I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm decent at Blitz. I'm comfortable with my progress, even though I'm playing like 3-minute games. And I thought I would just be so bad at 3-minute games that I would not like it. But I'm liking it a lot, actually. My win ratio is under 50%, but I'm enjoying myself. And that's really I'm learning. So, and part of why I'm not upset about that is because I know that winning at quick games is a lot about pattern recognition. It's not about being smart, because nobody's smart enough to evaluate all the moves all in the moment, Everybody has to... Do I have enough to construct a whatchamacallit here? Do I need to? This would be too soon. I think I should wait. Go further. It's about pattern recognition. And even if you say, oh, well, I'm really smart, I want to think the moves through, fine. But if you can think through the patterns instead of thinking through individual moves, you're going to be more efficient. So even if you want to rely on on being smart, having a high IQ, learning the patterns is still going to make you quicker. Because the reality is, in chess, there's just so much information to sort through all at once. So if you can recognize, like, hey, these 5 pieces on the board in these places means this, this, and this, instead of just looking at every piece individually every time, you're going to be in a much better position. So I feel like by there's a blockage here, and I bet this blockage has, let's see. These are not coming very quickly, and I bet it has something to do with that warning I'm getting right there about vehicles crashing into each other. Honestly, I will deal with that when I have to deal with it. Worst case scenario is I end up having to manually mess with the vehicles or manually tote something, I'll probably end up having to build a separate route, which I hate to do. Ugh. Annoying. What I really needed to have done is to build a separate highway in different directions with a barrier between them so that vehicles can't hit each other. But I thought that was just too much work to do at the time. So, anyway, that's something we'll do when we have to, because it's something I can manually unblock, right? I can manually unblock it by transporting steel. So, I'm not going to be stuck if... I'm not going to be stuck, and plus I don't think I need steel to fix the problem. So while I'm transporting steel manually and waiting for my supplies to build back up, so that I can build more of these guys, more conveyors, I'll be in a good shape to go ahead and while I'm waiting for that, I'll be in good shape to go ahead and fix that problem more permanently. All right, that's a little bit offset, but who cares? Okay, we need skaters now. Splitter. Looks good to me. Now. Oh, we're gonna have this go over. Under would have looked nicer, to be quite honest with you, but we're gonna go over. Alright. We are gonna be in straight mode. I bet it works, too. How does that look? I knew it. I knew it would connect here. Oh, look, and it's level. That's neat. It's right at level. That's kind of a... what do you call it? A nice coincidence. Happy coincidence. Yeah, so I'm seeing my chess progress grow really quickly in terms of pattern recognition. As I keep seeing these patterns happen again and again to me, I can then learn how to do it to my opponent. Right, and one of the patterns I'm really recognizing is how, one of the things that's really happening is I'm getting really familiar with my opening. All right, got it going. Yes. So now we just need this to run 100 times. I don't know that I need this for anything in particular, but we are going to go ahead and... Man, I need to redesign this, all of this. Anyway, whatevs. We'll get there. I can't remember how I was doing this. I think like this. Was it like that? I think that's what I'm doing. And again, we can, what we can do is, yes, there we go. We can build a merger later and rebuild this when we're ready for that. Okay, we need 100 of these. How long is that going to take? Right now, assuming our production of stagers can keep up, which is a big if, I can produce 2.5 per minute times 3. That's 7.5 per minute. So if you take 100 of them, which is what I need, divided by 7. Well, let's divide by 8. Let's see. If we divide by 10, that's 10 minutes. So it's going to be longer than 10 minutes. It is going to be not much longer, though. Probably 13 minutes. Okay. So within 15 minutes, that should be done. I think we can actually see this then. Get this done by before our stream is over. Yeah, that's not a question. We can definitely do that. I do have a hard out at 5:30, so. But yeah, that's something we'll see. So yeah, I'm getting much more familiar with my opening, and so I don't have to spend time thinking about where my pieces are, and how to attack, and like whether my pieces are well defended, because I know. Like, if I move a piece in a certain way, and one of my pieces gets taken, then I know, and I didn't mean for it to, because sometimes I intend to trade. But like if my piece gets taken from the board and it surprised me, then I'm like, oh, don't do that anymore. So I'm really getting familiar with my opening and how to work it. And my opening isn't anything great. I just feel like I have to have an opening in order for me to make progress as a player. So it's a really terrible opening, but I mean, well, I should say it's not terrible. It's it's like very short-sighted. It's very scatterbrained. Like I get my knights on the board, then I get my bishops on the board. I try to grab the center with the pawns whenever that opportunity arises, and then I get my queen out, and then at this point I can castle to either side. And I usually I like to wait for my opponent to castle first. Actually, I like to put pressure on them to where they feel like they need to castle, and then I'll castle opposite side. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not. I don't know if it buys me anything or not. I'm sure an expert player could make use of that kind of strategy, but for me, I don't know that I'm actually able to take advantage of any opportunities it may provide. But that's where I'm at right now in my chess game. So I do plan to show you guys some of my chess later. You know, what I might do is I might figure out if I can stream from if I can go live from my phone later. I know I used to I know I can record shorts from my phone, but I don't know if I can go live from it. I don't really know why I wouldn't be able to, though. I've searched through the YouTube Studio app, and I haven't found the live button, but if I can find it, I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll record something and upload it instead from my phone, because I've been playing a lot of games on my phone when I've got other stuff keeping me busy. But, yeah. That's a possibility. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I honestly feel like doing some grunt work, and we do need to take care of that. So let's take a look. Oh, you know what I need to do, really? I need to commit to using the... I need to make sure and commit to using the... this guy. Right? Oops. I mean, obviously, the main thing I need to do right now is unblock my trucks. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to rerun the Caterium route to reroute the truck. I'm going to have basically left and right lanes, or left and right lanes, with a median in between. I don't know how else to do it, so that's what's going to be done. And it's really frustrating. All right, so at least here's where I want to start building. Yeah. We are going to run out of iron and concrete during this. Let's see. Concrete is fine. You know, we got all these iron plates. I haven't seen myself use them in a long time. For these, these guys. I'm going to delete them all, because we seem to have a lot. And then grab 3 of them. I haven't missed those in a long time. Same with this. Let's delete a few of these. Right about time I delete those, I'm sure I'll start missing them. Okay, so I do need some more iron, a lot more iron. So we got 1, 2, 3 and a half stacks of... Let's get 5 stacks of concrete. 3 stacks. Can we put this back? We cannot. No, we can. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 7, 8. Oops. Got a partial stack. Let's be tedious, I guess. There. And then go back for iron. 8 stacks of iron, eh? Of course, it's completely full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to start right here. I don't... Ooh, which side do I go over? Honestly, I think this side would be better. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go... Well... Then we're going to end up with conflict over there, but I think I can use a ramp to get away with... I think I'll use a ramp when I get close to get away with it. Well, same could be said for this side, though, and it's already... It's got fewer conflicts if we do it this way. Alright, so we're going to go this way, then. So. I don't want to have a conflict here, so I need to figure out how people are going to... how trucks are going to get over there. I think right here is good. Quite honestly, I might need to build it all the way across. Ooh, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Okay. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I remember what this is about now. It was about looking over this stuff. Okay. Zoop mode, great. This is going to be a while. Alright, so about the halfway mark. About 15 minutes. Okay, well let's just do 2 at a time, I guess, until we get closer. Oh, this doesn't work. We need to get away from that. So never mind, we'll go this way now. There we go. Let's just start now. I really hate how difficult it is to go sideways with these guys when you're thinking about planning a road. There's a tedious way you could do it by rotating by 45 degrees, but it's not simple by any means. Okay, now I'm not going over here because that's going to have the same problem over again. You go right here. That'll be it. Yeah. Okay, so having go all the way over, we're just going to have this be. We're going to follow the American road rules. We're just going to have cars go on the right. Wait, is that right? Yeah, cars are going to go on the right. Just because that's easy and familiar to me. And the nice thing about a convention like that is you can just rely on your brain's natural wiring. You don't have to think about it until you go to another country. Then you're in trouble. But yeah. And what I'm going to do actually, you know what? I've got a lot of existing truck routes that work. I don't want to interfere with them. So what I was thinking about doing was rebuilding that ramp, like lowering that ramp to just go this way, because it's got so much potential for conflict. But what I'm going to do instead is just keep this separate and like, because I don't want to have to rerun every single route that I have. And basically every route goes through, I think almost every route goes through this, whatchamacallit. Okay, we do need to dip down here lower so the stuff can fit. So, in fact, we're going to go back by 1. Oops. Let's learn how to do things. You know, I don't really use this wheel anymore, or this side of the wheel much anymore, so I should probably consider removing that. Let's go down 3 just for good measure. This is really unnecessary, but we're going to do it. Yep, that's what I want. And we're not going to touch that, right? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't want to remove this because nearly every route that I have uses that. However, I don't want to have conflict down there at the bottom either. So I think what I'll do is actually, let's drop back here a little bit. This will make it level. Let's drop back again and go back further. Drop back again. You know what? Why not one more time? We just want to make sure I have plenty of space, plenty of separation. Alright. Getting 10 here is kind of more difficult. There we go. Maybe not even. Whoa! Okay, yeah. Good thing we have a jetpack. Okay. Did you get it? I got it. Good. Jetpack. Coming in clutch. Right next to my face. Okay. I don't want to have them overlapping because they'll actually glitch out. I wish Satisfactory would just let those coalesce and be just one. But it doesn't do that. It doesn't try that. Okay, this has clearly got to move. I don't know why it's here in the first place. And this one, I want this one to move in too because it's been in my way. So, we're going to move it. Okay, we don't want it to be in front of that. Actually, why do we have it? Let's think about this. Power to this guy could come directly from over there. Why doesn't it? I think for the... You know what? I think we want to route a lot of this stuff differently. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to revel in excess here. Oops. Hello. Really don't know which way the ladder should face. Oh! Don't know which way the ladder should face. Maybe that way. And I really don't need it to be that high. Maybe I can... I can't remember how to make it go lower. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to build it. Even though it's going to look janky. Oh, wow. It's on top of something. I didn't realize there was a thing here. Okay, well, why don't we just carry on that theme, make use of it. It's still going to look janky, but it's interesting, jank. You know what? Actually, you know what? Let's dismantle that one. And this one. I learned a cool trick recently. We're going to ignore that one for now. Right here. Probably should switch to vertical zoom mode. Anyway. 4 millimeters, that's plenty. Or 4 meters, sorry. There we go, okay. And so now it looks a little bit better, at least on this side. I'm not going to worry about the front so much. Yeah, we're going to just make some small things. Okay, power line. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. Yes, though, we are going to connect to one of these. That one. I bet it 3 of 3. 3 of 3. Aha, there we go. Perfect. Now from here we can put a power line. Right here on this rock. Where we're going to put it. I honestly think the reason I did put the power lines where they were was to avoid clipping on the front. Okay, this power line no longer serves a purpose. Let's get rid of it. Power pole, rather. And 2 lines. Good. Got that fixed. Now then, this power pole no longer serves a purpose. I have to admit, we just fixed our problem. The rest doesn't matter. Although... Yeah, I'm not liking that. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of this, can't we? Let's hook this one up the same way. To be perfectly honest... Let's hook it up like this. Perfect. You know, if I'd thought about it, I could have hooked this up down there. And maybe I still should. I think that's perfect. Because those ones that are high up can be seen from anywhere. And so, like, I can see that from a lot of different places where I might want to pull power, but this one is a little bit hidden. So it's unlikely that I'm going to look at that and think, oh, wow, that's where I need to pull my power from. Like you saw just happened. I didn't notice it at first, so that adds some value to freeing up that. We don't want to have too much congestion up there. Right, that one we're not moving. We're not messing with that. It's part of our design. Okay. Perfect. That's just perfect. And... Okay, we got a few more minutes to wait before we get our 100 automated wirings. Right, so this is going to help us this far. You know, there's the right way to do it and there's the wrong way. The right way to do it would be to reroute every truck that goes on the ramp. The wrong way to do it, which is much, much easier, would be to reroute just the one truck that's causing the new conflict. Just the new route for the Caterium. The reason I say it's the wrong way is because it would end up using this exclusively. Because you see right now, this big truck is going the wrong way, right? But let's say I reroute the Caterium truck to go on both of these in one direction and make it one way. Well, this one's still going two ways on here, so it's going to have the same conflict, right? Whereas this one's currently going the wrong way, quote unquote. Some other time it'll be the opposite, where this one's going the wrong way, and we're gonna constantly have that conflict. And I really hate that these trucks will jump through all kinds of obstacles, but when they run into each other, they treat it like it's a conflict that has to be managed by me. I really don't like that. Autopilot's enabled. There we go. Yep. I assume the other one has already started? Oh, it hasn't. Weird. Do I have to enable? Okay. Disable autopilot, enable autopilot. There we go. I think the reason the big one, just a guess, but I think the reason the big one's so quick to restart was because it hit one of these arrows. And it's like, oh yeah, I know what to do. That's my guess. But I've had trouble before where I wasn't sure when I was close to arrows, so I don't know. Although, most of the conflicts seem to be happening just here. And they're less likely to happen on the ramp for two reasons. One reason they're less likely to happen is because when they hit each other, they'll fall off. The other reason they're less likely to happen here is because it's such a short path. Okay. Now, here's a question. Can I find... okay, let's say I want to edit a node. How do I know which path it's connected to? That's what I want to know. Let's go over here where we don't get hit. Let's pretend we're following the normal driving rules. So these cars will be going this way. And let's build one. Because why not? I doubt we can build a truck. Oh, we can. So let's do that. Oh, come on. Look at that. Look at that glitch. That's weird. Okay. Let's look at our paths. All vehicle paths. Okay, we have this one, that one, and that one. It's really hard to tell which ones are which. I think this is the only one, though. Yeah. It's really hard to tell. Okay, so... Interesting. Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. So the arrow on the right is our factory. The one on the left is the source destination. Okay, so that's how it goes. Yeah, because this takes it goes a long way. Like the long part of the path there is this right here. This path right there where that truck's on right now. Those two hit again. Oh, no conflict this time. This one got confused, but it'll probably reset itself, right? Even if it doesn't. What if I do this? Okay, so it's still confused. Dang, it's still confused. Okay. Well, this might obviously lead to issues. Okay, maybe it'll fix itself. Did something break? Okay. Disable autopilot. Let's open the paths. This one. Reload the path. Enable autopilot. That worked. I just realized something though. Do we have enough materials to build the other one, the Explorer? Missing crystal oscillators. which I bet I can build myself. I believe those are built in the whatchamacallit, crafting bench. Come on. Crafting bench. There it is. And I bet I don't have what I need. Just betting. Let's search. Missing what exactly? Quartz crystals. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I could build a path with one vehicle and then use another to traverse it. That would be interesting. I think I could do that with the Explorer. Let's find out if it can record paths. That would be very nice. Although, to be honest with you, it might record a path that the bigger vehicle can't take, which is fine as long as the vehicle will reset itself and not get stuck. So that's actually fine. However, we are coming up on... Oh yeah, I think we've passed 100 automated plates now. So, I want to quickly learn what the... I want to see if I can quickly build an Explorer and see if it actually has the option to record paths. And then go from there. We can get some quartz crystals up here. I don't know if we can get them down there or not, but I know for a fact we can get them up here. Right? Yes. Oh, raw quartz. And we don't make the crystals anywhere, do we? Not currently. Oops. We can just delete what we don't need. It's probably funny. Alright, so let's go ahead. Getting more automated wiring than we need just won't hurt. Here we go. Let's get 10 at least, I think. Okay. The crystal oscillator. Oh, we need 36 to build 2 of them. That's going to take a minute. Okay, we'll just let it happen. Let it happen. Oh, we're not getting anywhere fast. Okay, well, we'll wait about that. We need to go off in the distance and... Do we have anything here? We have 100 of those. Yeah, we can take those. Oh, there we go. Even better. Okay. Let's take the quartz here. It's not even that important anymore. Let's take this and put it here. There we go. And let's go back to the crafting bench. Okay, saved by that. Some oscillators. I think we need 3 of them. I don't remember. Let's build 5 at least. So that's 6. I need to automate this at some point. It's not like it's difficult. I just... You know what? I've got all the resources. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay, so... Next thing... we were going to build an Explorer. Right. Come on. Let's remember how to do things. Yeah, it does take 5. Okay, so... I want to drive it. Why? It does look like it can start recording. Okay, so let's put something in here. What kind of fuel do we want to use? We use this stuff, although I really should... you know what? I need more of it anyway, so let's go get more. I don't want to, like, die because I don't have my fuel with me, so... Okay. Start recording. Drive forward. Drive back. Boom. So, let's go ahead and do it here. Matter of fact, let's just build right here. We'll test a lot of things at once. Okay, let's put a little bit of fuel in there. And then load path. Okay, I saved it. Oh, I didn't save the path. Okay, well, whatever. We'll do that. I think it's going to work fine. It looks like it's going to work, I think. But regardless, we're not going to have time to record a path today, I realize, because I am running low on time. But yeah, we'll hang out for a little bit and get maybe a little more done. And yeah. But first, the major milestone is going to be done today. I'm so excited. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. And it's going to be pretty fun. So, just wait. Just you wait. This is premature, but hey. Not by much. Okay, there should be over 100 in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, well over 100. Two's enough. I believe at this point we're headed back to the, whatchamacallit, space elevator. You know, I could build another one of those. My space elevator is very far away. I kind of doubt that I have the parts in my inventory right now to build one, but it's just very far away. It's connected to a factory that I no longer use. The only real advantage of having it so far away is that it's kind of imposing. Even from a distance, it's very imposing. So you can see it from a distance. But if I moved it over here, it'd make it easier to locate my factory. I'd know where my factory was at all times, you know? So that's a benefit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and you know what I realized? You know what would be really cool? And I think I'll probably will do? When I unlock the hovercraft, I think I'll build my next factory over the abyss. And just rely on my hovercraft to keep me safe. Because that would be cool. Imagine having a factory that's not connected to land at all. And just hovering out there in the abyss. I think that's perfect. Although, you know, the time it takes to get to my space elevator, as uncommon as it is to want to go here, the time it takes is really beneficial. It's beautiful. But then I've got my hub separate from my elevator, so then I have to go back. I don't know, it's not efficient. It is kind of fun, though. And now that I've learned about the user interface, let's use that. Let's have some fun. Oops. This is the part where I don't fall. There we go. Okay, adaptive control units. Wait! Oh, I got confused. I thought we had adaptive control units at this point. We don't. Okay, well, what a letdown. Okay. Stream over. I'm rage quitting. I'm kidding. Well, that was relaxing on the journey there and a bit pointless, so we'll just go back and, yeah. All right. I just got a big win. My wife texted me and asked me to do something, which I have already done. So that's a big win. Now I can just be like, oh, I'm the best, you know? Whatever. Oh, you know what we could do? Instead of doing what we should do and going back and dealing with it, seeing what's... Instead of doing the responsible thing, the semi-responsible thing, let's... Oh, I could have gone there. Let's figure out what's wrong here with our coal factory. First of all, it looks like... Well, of course we're full of coal here. What about our pipelines? Now, I don't expect these to be... Oh, it's full. This is not full, okay. I don't know what I'm expecting, though. This is full. Part of the reason it's not full is because... Wait, what about this? Is this full? This is no longer used. What did I do wrong? Did I quit halfway through doing this last time? I think we're going to have to do some math here, but I bet what's going wrong here is we probably don't have enough. Okay, that's full. What about the second one? Full. This one's kind of low, but it's hanging in there. Now this one, empty there, full here. Okay, so this is probably our problem. I bet you this is related to our problem. So what, this bottom one? Yeah, let's keep track. Oh, wait. Oh no, it goes over there. Okay. Here's where it gets used. Yeah, that looks like a problem. Man, these machines are really loud for me. I'm going to turn down my volume. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Let me check the stream levels real quick. Oops, daisy. Oh, wow, it's super loud. Okay, I think you guys can hear me okay, but it's still louder than I like. That's fine. That's fine. That's a little low. Yeah, there we go. There's our issue. Lack of water, that's 2 of them. 3 of them in a row. Fourth one's fine. Okay, so 3 in a row are like that. Okay, so this should be mostly empty, right? Yep, it is. Yep, so there's our problem child. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sort through that. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why that's not connected to something. Seems like an easy fix. Okay. Oh, I know exactly why that's not connected. I'm gonna disconnect it now. I don't know why I left this one hanging. Was my plan to remove it completely? Did I remove it completely? It's full of water, though. Did I delete it here? Okay, so I did. So if I flush this, let's go ahead and flush it so I don't get confused later. Alright. It won't refill. But it is refilling. Okay, can I not just... Oh, wait. Full network. There we go. It's going to be cataclysmic if it's actually connected somewhere. Okay, and it's not going to refill. Good. Now then. Okay, so we got that and that. And, okay. This one is actually level 2. It has level 2 flow. And it's split into 2. The second one has level 1 flow, because it's constricted. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of low. It looks like it's close to having issues as well. Oh no, that is the one. Right? This one is fine, but this one's having issues. Okay. I'm gonna delete this. Oh, wow, I'm gonna delete this pipe segment, which is now empty anyway, to further cement that it's not relevant. So my brain doesn't forget. It's the middle one, right? The middle one's having issues. I can't even tell which one I'm landing on right now. If I time it right, I'll get the one I want. That's fine there. Did I get the same one twice? Is that what happened? 15 per minute. Okay, that's not going to work at all. Let's deal with this problem now. Okay, just like that, time's up, but we're at least going to take a look here before we go. Foundation 4. I was going to say, I wonder why in the world it wants to go low like that. Here works, I guess. That should be enough. Okay, that one's completely full. I mean, there is a ladder here, but... Ladders are so awkward in this game. Okay, so this is the problem. I really want to look at the other side, though, and see what the issue is. Let's see, is it the second one from the top? The bottom one doesn't matter. Second one from the top. Second from the top. Second from the top. There we go. Okay, keep going. Now we got two of them going in to make that top one. Fair enough. And then we've got this one, which is full at this point. And the flow rate, I forgot to check the flow rate on the other side. Is all over the place. That might be our issue. How is the flow rate here? Steady at the max. Okay. So it sounds like we've got an issue there on the other side. Sounds like we got an issue over there. So what I'm going to do, we're not going to solve this problem today, but what I am going to do is shoot myself off into the great beyond, and we can take a look at it next time.